Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's AYCG Moviecast, episode 404. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Corey Feinsod.
Didn't know what to do there, did you, Jim?
Yeah, I just froze for a second. And Tony Korkanakis.
Error, page not found.
Yeah, I went to open my mouth and I knew not to say Mike, but I almost said Mike, and I'm like, stop. Yeah, Mike's not with us this week, unfortunately. We had to, he couldn't podcast this week at all. So he'll be joining us again next week. But man, we have a great podcast for you guys. The movie cast and the game cast are going to be great. We're going to do a look ahead for the second half of the year, as last week these guys got together and they did the mid-year review. So this is going to be the look ahead episodes. We're going to do a little ranking game and see what the general consensus from All You Can Geek's most anticipated are. So we'll be compiling that list for the movies coming up here. But first, let's get into the box office here. Number one, Hotel Transylvania. I can't finish this.
I still got it.
I can't finish this. Hotel Transylvania, 44 million. Wow. Yeah. I mean, is that its second week or is that its first week?
No, this is for.
Oh, I was gonna say, Jesus, what did that open to?
Yeah.
Well, I know Ant-Man did not open strong. It opened within predictions, but it wasn't super strong.
It was lower than what we all thought it was going to be.
So
we were all. I mean, at least I was gunning for 100, but I was
at 100 too, thinking it could.
But,
be.
I thought it was going to do 80 at the minimum. Like that was the bar, like a mid bar.
Yeah.
Like no, there's no way. So
the studio.
I mean, it's still over. I think a 34% increase over the original Ant-Man. So it's definitely upward trending.
Yeah, it's hard when you have a movie that does $2 billion and then you put out, it's like.
And a movie that has $1 billion, then a movie that does $2 billion, and it's like, oh, there's Ant-Man. It's like.
Yeah, I expected it to do better because of the hype, but I guess I misinterpreted people going to see this movie.
Well, I think it was a couple things. We could talk about it now real quick. But I think it was a little bit of a packed area because, I mean, we're still coming off all these strong movies. Jurassic World, Hotel Transylvania, Incredibles 2. Those are all family-friendly movies. And Ant-Man, out of all the movies they made this year, this is the most, family-friendly, in my opinion.
This movie should have been August.
August, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Should have been August.
It probably would have done 100 then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, it only did 29 million the second week, which is that's like 61%. Yeah, I was gonna do I was gonna do 60. I'm like,
so it's a typical superhero drop. The better holds are in the 50, 55, 15, 7 range.
I mean, you're never gonna get 50. It's always gonna be between 55, 65.
Yeah.
And especially with the summer, something comes out right after, you're done. It's hard to keep it.
Yeah, I can't believe Skyscraper had a shot to beat it over the weekend. It did. It didn't have as strong a hold as they were expecting for Saturday, Sunday, but Skyscraper did 25 million, and it's The Rock. Like I said, there's a few things.
The Rock. I mean, that movie looks so awful, but The Rock still got the 25 million.
He can still bring some people. I know he can. I know we talk about it, that phase in the movie industry is over, but The Rock can actually still bring people in, especially during the summer. I think he has more of a draw that way for those popcorn blockbusters, which is what this is.
It's so generic and dumb.
Oh sure, I'm not saying it looks good. I will see this on TV is when I watch.
Did you guys see that meme circulating on the internet where it's The Rock in a shirt that's got sweat stains on it, and it's this is The Rock in 3 different movies, and it's Skyscraper, Rampage, and whatever else. It's Jumanji probably, and it's
That's what you want.
Yep.
That's what he does.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I mean that was it's such a generic looking movie. When I saw the trailer, I'm they're going after the Die Hard now.
Yeah.
So. But all right, Incredibles 2, 4, and then Jurassic World 2 is at 5. So that's your top.
How's
5.
that doing worldwide?
Incredibles 2 is at A64.
Yes, Jurassic World crossed 2 billion. It did what? 400.
2 billion.
Oh, sorry,
1 billion.
1 billion. 1 billion. It did 400 domestic, right?
Yeah. It's at 369 right now.
Oh, I thought it did 4. Okay, I thought it made that
That's
cross.
Close. I mean, you could round it up to 4, but.
It'll make 4.
Maybe I misread the Reddit where they said that maybe they just said it will cross 400. Maybe.
Yeah, probably will. I mean.
So, All right, opening this week, we got The Equalizer 2, which is getting slammed reviews from Denzel Washington. And that's about it. Mamma Mia. Nothing really big.
Slammed as in, like, terrible.
Slammed as in terrible. After that, we do have Mission Impossible coming up. We're going to get into this post...
we're going to talk about it a little bit later.
Yeah, future stuff, but we'll get into that a little later. Let's get into some movie news.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got here? Got a couple things. Went too far back. So this was good news. I posted this last week because I'm very...
Don't do it, Tony. Sorry. I'm looking at Tony's face right now.
Sorry.
Oh,
He's reacting.
If those are wondering right now,
channel,
Tony's watching the Overwatch playoffs where Corey can't watch it right now because his computer can't podcast while watching it.
Right?
So my computer can't do it. So I hope you can open your browser at least so you can get us the movies. Anyways, Zombieland 2 officially happening now with the original cast. It's
October 11th, 2019.
I'm very psyched for this. The continuation of the Twinkie.
The
turn talking to
the kid.
It's Tony. What the heck, man? Come on.
Wow. No, I mean Woody Harrelson's character in that was so good, and just the continuation of that story. I always thought there should have been a sequel to that.
I'm surprised that Emma Stone and Jesse Eisenberg are coming back.
Emma Stone.
Yes, Emma Stone. Jesse Eisenberg, who is probably out of work right now due to his last role, can clearly come back into a sequel.
Not his fault.
He was terrible. It is his fault.
I mean, he did whatever he was asked to do.
That was his interpretation of the character. At that point, it's his fault. Now, it is the director's fault for not correcting him, but that was his interpretation of the character. So, what else do I have here? Oh, I deleted that one. Okay, this was the Bruce Willis roast. This was fun. I put this on here because I thought Mike would be here, and then Tony responded anyways. So, Bruce Willis admitting that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie is news for this podcast. It is, because we always argue about this on this podcast. I'm sorry, but having the actor put that up there, I was like, "This is perfect." I wish Mike was on this podcast to get him riled up, but I don't know.
I mean,
it's all
just
good fun.
Just for the record, I don't think it is either, but I'm just Bruce Willis. I mean, he didn't.
It's a roast for Bruce Willis, first of all, and it's all in good fun. I'm sure he wasn't too serious either. Plus, he was probably drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
By that point,
I mean, for me personally, I would consider it.
A lot of people do, obviously.
I'm not passionate about it. Like, if you want to consider, like, that's fine. I'm not big on. I'm not gonna be like, no, I have to fight you over. It's like, okay, teach your own.
Yeah, I don't see Christmas movies like that, but I see them more as they have to be about Christmas, but not during a holiday, because like things happen during other holidays all the time, and they're not those movies. They're not associated with those movies. So, anyways, whatever. We can argue about that at Christmas again. So when we go over our, again, consensus top 5 list, we'll do a consensus this year, top 5 list of holiday movies. So we will do that this year, because now we have the system down, and we're fine tuning this. This is the podcast right now where we're kind of starting to fine tune things. So we're trying things out, but by Christmas we'll have it. We'll have the system. So, all right, let's see here. Batwoman. Getting her own show on CW, part of the Arrowverse.
Yeah, which Batwoman is it?
I don't know. Wasn't she like isn't she like a villain in the show, in the comic books? She's not?
No, I think she's very loose with.
It's the red-haired one, right?
Yeah.
Cassandra, I think her name is.
Sandra Kane or something.
Yeah.
Cassidy Kane.
We'll premiere in 2019. They are bringing Gotham into the Arrowverse, which is cool, but God forbid they're able to use. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the Gotham TV show, or Gotham?
No. That Gotham TV show, no. This character from Gotham City, will be in the Arrowverse, which we've been talking about for years, but they can't.
Get Batman, so I guess they'll.
Yeah.
It's so weird because they have Superman.
It's so stupid. Dumb. It really is. It's we got to protect our IPs. Really, how strong is that IP right now? Really.
We'll get to why else it's stupid in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through here. That is almost next. I had to post the She-Ra news because, again, I think the animation looks terrible. But
I think it looks good, actually.
Actually, I don't mind. Mind you, I was never a big He-Man or She-Ra fan.
Yeah.
But at least to me, this isn't like offensive like the Thundercats.
This isn't like the Thundercats. You're right. The more I look at this, it's not as bad. My first
universe in it.
This actually isn't too bad. Looking at this, this would be cool.
Oh,
They did He-Man. This is okay. Yeah, they could do He-Man this way too. But Netflix obviously is. The thing that I have going for me on this is how they handled getting Voltron rebooted and doing it well.
The team behind that was really too though.
Who's the team behind this is the question.
I don't know. But speaking of Voltron, new season next month, August.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That's awesome. Like the downtime between these seasons, that's really quick though. Isn't it usually October?
Yeah,
I mean,
usually
they're
like
only short seasons too, so that's great.
We next month. I still say it. I know we haven't gotten a date yet, but I still think we're getting Castlevania, aren't we?
Yeah,
at some point. I think there was some news that got delayed.
I think I mentioned it.
Oh, did it get delayed? Oh, okay.
I thought there was some news about that.
Because I expected it in August. I really do, and I really looking forward to that second season of that. So I don't know. We'll see about that. But this show looks actually good. As we're talking about, the release date for She-Ra will be where is this? Crap, I had it written down. November 16th this year, and it's a little different animation looking, but actually, the more I look at it, the more I actually like this. It's perfect for that character. So,
Yeah, it's more geared towards the female audience as well, too.
Which it should be. I mean, it's She-Ra.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like the art style and the fact that it's She-Ra's.
Can we get?
Makes sense. It's like that DC Girls universe that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Netflix is the Netflix like the future home for our 80s memories, like the nostalgia.
Probably.
Cartoons? Like,
Can
we get Thundercats in a good one? Like maybe.
God.
Honestly, I don't even care about Thundercats.
I do. I do. I'm a huge Thundercats fan, so I would love that. But I think I would rather see them do He-Man first. So.
I take Thundercats over He-Man.
I think I would rather see He-Man first, but
really, like, what did you like about He-Man?
I just loved He-Man as a kid. I mean, I loved He-Man as a kid. I don't know. They sold me on that. All the toys.
Honestly, I don't need any of it. Like I would like to see some newer stuff or something different.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, I love new stuff, but right now, just animation for the most part is just not profitable for people.
Oh, sure.
So they want to rely on known IPs so they can get a factor of nostalgia and like people coming back.
That's why it's the future home of the 80s. It's the future home of the 80s right now.
Yeah. But hopefully the Netflix style. But hopefully the Netflix style, and like, I mean, I know I talked about this before, but Netflix's model of just getting these properties and reviving them or funding, new original
saving
stuff
them
is saving animation. Like we will see that. Like it will be indisputable within 5 years. I guarantee it. You watch. Like we're just gonna all this animated content and it's just gonna be amazing. Like Cartoon Network can't do shit, so fuck it. Netflix will. That's fine.
Yeah, so they're doing. And
they're saving anime too, not just Western anime.
What is that show coming that I'm really looking forward to again? That we were talking. You guys were talking about it on Discord with Buddha. It's the fantasy style show from the makers of.
Avatar.
Avatar, yeah. What's their next show? Their next project? It looks good. They're creating this really to make more toys sales.
Also,
and
Matt
video
Groening
games.
has a.
What was it called?
No, I'm saying the guy that's Futurama and Simpsons. He's got a fantasy one coming out too on Netflix too.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Enchanted or something like that, or.
Cool. I'm trying to remember this. I'm really trying to remember this. Like I saw it that same day, Tony, when you posted it, and I'm like, Threadworld, yeah, that looks really awesome. They're creating this world with video games, toys.
Right, like in mind, like they want to be able to make a cartoon and a video game series that like intersect. It's not just like, hey, we made a cartoon and then we're going to make a video game based on that. It's we're going to do video games so we can plan to integrate. Hashtag it's all connected.
Well, the old way of doing cartoons in the 80s.
One thing supports the other thing.
Yeah,
right.
Yep. It's the old way.
Make this to sell that.
Create the toys.
I'm sorry. It's symbiotic.
Yes.
I think that's how they pronounce it, right?
Symbiote.
Shit.
Yeah. God. All right. What else? Okay. So So now we have the Joker origin movie next. The last bit of news here, coming out fall 2019, starring Joaquin Phoenix. For those who aren't watching, Corey just gave a thumbs down, and I think Tony almost fell out of his chair. I thought he was just leaving.
Doing the from Gladiator when he does his.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then we also have the rumors of the Jared Leto one. So I mean, that's still another thing.
Like, this is what I understand. It's like, oh, we're gonna do a second Joker. Like,
yeah, I don't get it.
What do you do?
I don't understand what Warner Brothers is doing.
Like,
I don't mind if they want to do that and they kind of go with that whole Joker storyline that's in the comics. If they establish the Joker first, and then like split off, and you can do it in a way that would be cool too, where maybe he comes in to a movie like as a cameo or something, and then you realize, oh, this is a different character or something. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just really weird because it seems like it's just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah. I just don't see the point of this. It's coming out in fall 2019. If we had to assign point numbers to this thing, thinking about the future here, it'd be negative for me.
Yeah.
Can I get points back?
Can I get points back for other things?
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll get a teaser then early next year. So they got a little ways yet, but anyways. So yeah, that's our movie news. Let's get into what I've been up to. I missed last week. I've been away actually for the last week and a half. Touring the New York State, actually, believe it or not. So I will say that, by the way, for those wondering, if you are in Syracuse, don't be in Syracuse on a Sunday. It's the worst town I've ever been in on a Sunday. So nothing is opened. There's zero things to do.
Blue law.
It's unbelievable. Like, I was like, let's go get some dinner. We finished bowling at 4:30, and there's nothing open to eat dinner. Nothing. So we had to walk a mile up the road to get some food that was open. Yeah. I mean, we found a great place. It was called, this is the coolest thing, called Funkin' Waffles.
Okay. Sounds cool.
Yeah, it's like this.
I like waffles. I don't know what Funkin' is.
Funkin' is like the music they play.
Oh,
like
funk. I thought you said thunking. Like,
no, Funkin'. It's a really good play on words, but the waffles there, holy shit! I mean, I don't even eat carbs much for those wondering, and I just I housed half. It was on Diners and Dives or wherever it is. The guy, he was on that. He was there one time for a show. So they had this like turkey stuffing, cranberry sauce, and mashed potatoes on top of a waffle sandwich. It was freaking amazing. So I had that there. But I'm sorry, this is like nothing to do with games and movies. But I was like, it was such a great experience that if you're in there, that's worth going to. But the city itself, I was so surprised that everything was so closed. There was like one bar open all weekend, essentially, in our area. And we're by the convention center. We're by the convention. So if there's ever a convention you're going to there, it's going to suck. Things close at 9 o'clock on Saturday night, and nothing is open on Sunday by the convention center. So, but anyways. So I did get to watch the rest of Jessica Jones. And, it was fine on the finale. I thought it was an okay finale. But overall, I was not very happy with this season. I thought it was a pretty crappy season with terrible... I mean, they just... Oh God, I don't like her friends or her friend Trish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, yeah, like that's the thing.
All that Mike was saying too is she's such an awful person.
I didn't mind this season. I actually thought it was kind of cool in a different way. How it was like definitely Jessica Center and just like how she handles things, and I love seeing her back, like a bit more of her adult history rather than her child history.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it seemed like every supporting character in this was a total shithead.
The only one that worked was the druggie from last year. He was the only one that actually did anything that made any sense.
I mean, he did, but I didn't like him this season. No. I actually preferred him in the first season.
Yeah.
So it's just like in the first season, you're like, Jessica's just a shithead, and all these other people are trying to help her, and she's just like, batting them away, like, no, like pushing them away because that's just what some people do. Yeah. And this one, it's like Jessica's being shitty, but everybody else is just being super shitty. It's like,
yeah.
Okay, so I mean, whatever. Like, I'm not saying it's terrible. Like, I still personally find it better than Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
I would find it better than Iron Fist, but I wouldn't put it above Luke Cage. Just because the first 6 episodes of Luke Cage were really good. No, maybe not the first 6. I really liked the first half of Luke Cage. I did. So. Yeah,
I did, but the second half was just so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Like, I can understand the complete, like, there was no, like, villain in this one. But
That's
like,
what I didn't like.
It's all right. Like, they don't need to fight some super, duper thing. It was a personal, intimate story. And it just adds to the tragedy of the character.
I think that's what you want with Jessica Jones as well. It just so happens the first season had a great villain that was a part of her personal
Right, it's hard to top that. How are you gonna top that? It's hard. I'm not saying it's possible, but
that's the thing.
Yeah, I understand the criticism. I understand that played. I totally.
The thing is, like,
I just don't see myself like the amount of people talking about it, and now just doesn't seem like worth it to spend 13 hours in there.
I would say Jessica Jones season 1 was probably my favorite Netflix show.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I mean it's right up there, top 3 for sure.
Yeah,
totally.
I mean it's not up against a lot of seasons, but. I'm gonna start Luke Cage tomorrow, so I'll be watching that. But
I gotta do Punisher still.
Yeah, Punisher was great. I really enjoyed that. Actually, so it would be Jessica Jones for me, Daredevil season 1, then The Punisher, then Daredevil season 2, then Luke Cage, The Defenders, and there is no other series to talk about. So.
That's it.
But I did hear that my brother even said that they really do acknowledge some Danny Rand faults in Luke Cage season 2. So I'm looking forward to that. That's what I hear. So, all right, that's all I've been watching really. So, Tony.
What did I watch? I forget if I mentioned this on the podcast, but I watched some episodes of The Toys That Made Us season 2.
Oh yeah.
Did I mention this on the podcast?
Cool. No, I
don't think you mentioned it.
I saw the episode about Transformers, obviously I'm a Transformers fan.
Yeah.
And that seriously is amazing. It's so fascinating. That and the Lego episode, like seriously, if you're a fan of the toys from the 80s, and I hope if you listen to our podcast, you are, watch these on Netflix. Like, it's so cool to see like what went in, like the backstory, the history of it, just like how like a couple minor decisions like made this like all these toys like popular all over the world. And it just it's crazy to think about, like, if they had done like the other thing or like, whatever, it just would have fallen apart and we wouldn't have had.
That's what's amazing.
Like, franchise.
I watched the He-Man one. I watched season 1.
He-Man was awesome. I didn't like He-Man, but I thought that episode was amazing.
I mean that's the thing. Like some of the you just have so much fun with these toys and love these toys, but then as you get older and stuff, like think about like learning how these came to be and how they came to pass, like with even Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, like the behind the scenes things that you wouldn't necessarily know about unless somebody went in and looked at it and like did the research and talked to the people. That's what's really cool. I find that fascinating, especially with the things that you're interested in, but even things that you're not, it's fascinating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. It's definitely great. I would totally agree with you. You have to watch it if you're a fan of any of those older toys that you've as a kid. Nostalgia. I mean, and Barbie. The Barbie episode was interesting to me, and I'm not even a Barbie fan.
I did watch the Barbie episode. Yeah, that is fascinating.
Yes,
truly fascinating. Just mind-boggling.
Yeah,
definitely watch it. The other thing I just started watching today is this Korean reality show called The Genius. Okay, and the premise is they took 13 or 12. I want to say 13 experts, like people who are geniuses in some facet. Like they have like the #1 male like TV show host. They have a StarCraft professional player. They have like this genius intellect level like weather lady. And what they do is they're running a contest, and they're like, hey, we're pitting you in a like survival type game, not like dumb like Survivor type bullshit, but it's like we're making you use your logic and intellect and charisma and people skills, communication skills to do this game. So this first episode of season 1, it was like, hey, every player is getting 9 cards, and each like 3 cards have 1 point value, 3 cards have 2 point value, and 3 cards have 3 point values. Your objective is within like 1 hour, 2 hours, you have to play like essentially war with somebody, where it's just like, well, not war. I'm sorry, it is war, but you pick your card. Like it's like, I'm going to put down my 3, secretly you put down whatever card secretly, we flip them over, and that's, whoever won gets a point and stuff like that. So it's just like, you have like a half-hour preparation time. So like all these people are like trying to formulate alliances and strategies, and it reminded me of 999.
Really?
That is seriously all it was, because like, you just see all these people like, okay, I'll do this. All right, yeah, I'll ally with you and stuff like that. It's just like,
don't trust that guy.
Shouldn't have done that. And every episode, somebody gets eliminated. And apparently, there's a couple seasons, and it is just fascinating. And the cool thing that they do, it's a little reality showish. I can see why people wouldn't like it, but where the commercial breaks are, they'll like, or even a little bit, they'll show like, hey, like this is what happened, like in present time or an hour later, and then you're like, holy shit, how did they get there? So like, I'll just like semi-spoil this the first episode where it's like, everybody's shitting on this one player because he's like he's charismatic. We'll say he's not like like a math genius or a pro chess player. Nothing like he's very charismatic, people oriented. It's like everybody's trying to take like advantage of because they think that he's like mentally like not to their level, but he like totally double played them, and like they're like, wait, he's in first, and like it's just like what, like, and it's like how do you get to that point? And it's just like watch the rest of the episode. So it's on YouTube. It is subtitled, unfortunately, but if you can't do that, but so far it seems awesome. I hear like nothing but great things about it. So
cool,
definitely check it out.
I'll check that out. Yeah, awesome. Corey.
Not too much. I did get to see Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Cool.
Nice. Did I talk about that on here? No, right?
No.
So yeah, I got to see that, and it was good. It was definitely, like a filler episode in the cinematic universe.
Really?
But that doesn't mean it's bad, though. It's just that's what this was, and
you left smiling. You had fun.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Definitely had some good humor, but I did like the not, it's hard to say, the anti-villain. I don't know. It's like it's the girl.
Antagonist.
Yeah, the antagonist. That's a good word for her. I did like her, and I think that it worked out well. But it's like, Lawrence Fishburne's character, I get why he's there, but it's like, really, you're just gonna do the same thing like you do like in all these other movies where you meet a guy and he has a certain attitude when you first meet him, but then he kind of has a different attitude later on, and it's like, I don't know, it just seemed very played out before, like, we've seen this before. But it was good, and I think it fits well with the Ant-Man universe, and the Michael Pena scene where he gets truth serumed is hilarious.
Cool. I'll have to check that out.
He's truth.
So yeah, that was great.
No, Corey, I think I said this last week on the podcast, or at least maybe talking in Discord or something like that. But would you say that this movie in particular was very family friendly? Like the last year Marvel movies, like that's what I said, and like, you definitely missed. I think you talked about how you missed the first couple minutes or whatever like that. But like the intro is just like, this is like heartwarming, like family friendly, good, like goodness. Yeah. You're not gonna have like tragedy and stuff like that. And I could fill you in about it later, but
because I did. What happened was I was coming home from work and my wife had the boys out and she's like, "Oh, I'm not going to be back for a couple hours." I was like, "Well, all right." The movie starts at 5. I get off at 5. I got 20 minutes to get there. It's 20 minutes of trailers. Actually got there at 5:30, so I missed the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, whatever. But so I figured not much could happen in the first 5 minutes. So
okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Cool.
And they always do that will return thing at the end. Like the Guardians will return.
Yeah.
And this one they did Ant-Man and the Wasp will return, and then question mark.
Did it should have just floated away. It would have been cool if they just parkled it away.
Just dusted.
Yeah, that would have been really cool. That would have been a nice little touch. But
that's about it.
Post-credit scenes, is there one?
There's 2.
There's 2? Okay. I'm probably going to check that out finally this weekend. So
one is good. Definitely do. We need to do a spoiler.
Yes. Yeah. So, all right. Let's get into second half of the year, movie-wise.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. So we're going to have an assignment of 25 points. All right, so we can each of us know the way this, for those wondering, we've got this worked out, we hope. So we're going to arbitrarily assign points. So I could just say, for instance, if Venom is coming out in October and I want to give that 25 points, there go all my points. I have no more points to assign a movie. But Venom will have 25 points towards the most anticipated movie of all you can.
It's our hype. It's our hype. The hype ranking.
Yeah, hype ranking. We don't do it most anticipated, so we'll do hype ranking. So we can assign it any way we want. So I could 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. We can assign whatever we want. So we're going to go through the movies month by month, I guess.
Yeah, by month. We'll do big ones, obviously. I'm not going to talk about
big ones.
Hot Summer Nights, which is coming out July 27th.
No. So what do we have here? What's coming up? Do you have the list?
Well, starting next week, The Equalizer, which you just mentioned, The Equalizer 2. I don't think any of us are going to...
I won't give any points. I award you no points.
But following week, 27th, we have Fallout, Mission Impossible, Fallout. And I'm really looking forward to this movie.
I am looking forward to that as well.
I would assign that... I'll give it 3 points.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to say I'm just gonna be making some notes here, guys, so we can tally this up in the end. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna actually give it 3 points as well.
I'm gonna give it 2 for now. Let's see.
It's tough to kind of. I'm afraid I'm forgetting a movie later on, so I don't want to use all my points up and not have anything left. So I'll give that one 3 because I'm excited for that one as well.
I think the trailer is just so awesome, and I've heard nothing but good things on the reviews.
Yeah.
Like this is actually getting me to try to catch up because I don't think I've seen a Mission Impossible since the second one.
Oh, well, so that's a terrible one to watch.
That was the worst one.
I know, that's why I stopped.
Yeah, they've been much better after that. Just so you know. In fact, I liked the last one. I thought was great. So.
Yeah.
On the same day, though, we have Teen Titans Go, the movie, which actually I do want to throw a point at.
I'm going to give it a point for that one as well.
Okay.
That looks just so hilarious and meta.
Yeah,
it really... looks so funny. I really kind of want to see that really badly, so I do, but it's like it's like one of those guilty pleasure ones you want to see because it's like it's a kids movie.
Yep. And then starting in August 3rd, we have Christopher Robin. I don't think.
I would give that. I'd give that 2 points.
2 points. You're really that high on it.
Yeah. I loved. You know what it reminds me of is like I used to love as a kid watching. Masterpiece Theater, I think it was called. It was a live action Winnie the Pooh. If you look that up, it's called Masterpiece Theater because they used to have goofy cartoons on it. It was like a night show where this like old man would sit in front of fire with a book and read to you, and then it would start the show kind of thing. Like it would be animated, or Winnie the Pooh would be live action. And so that reminds me of that. And I would give it 2 points. I want to see it more than Teen Titans, but less than Mission Impossible.
All right, you've already given out 6 of you have 19 points left. This is Christopher Robin.
Oh, 0. What?
No, it looks good. I'm sorry, it looks good. I'm going to see it.
It doesn't look good, but like a point, like man, you don't value your points very highly.
I'm going to see this.
Yeah. No, I mean that's why we're doing this. I'm not going to throw a point at it either. August 10th, we have The Meg, which is the Jason Statham movie with the megalodon, whatever, the giant shark. And I actually kind of want to see this. It looks kind of fun.
I won't give any points.
I'm going to throw a point. I don't think Tony's going to give it a point either.
No, I don't think so.
After that, we have the Crazy Rich Asians. And
I'm throwing 1 point at this.
For the title?
I didn't even know this movie existed. No. I saw a trailer for it at Ant-Man. I was like, are you serious? And I was like, you know what? I will watch this because I need to support my people.
I had no idea this existed.
Man, I kind of...
Talking to me about throwing around points? Come on.
Wanted it.
Mile 22 is also coming out that day, and that actually looks kind of interesting. That's the Mark Wahlberg movie with the guy from the Raid.
0.
Isn't it?
Mark Wahlberg 0. Negative points.
I'm going to throw a point at it.
I can't stop thinking about Mark Wahlberg in Saturday Night Live, and they did Mark Wahlberg Talks to Animals. Have you ever seen that one? That short? Oh my god! Hey, Goat! I got a beard like that in The Perfect Storm, Goat. Say hi to your mother for me.
No. Let's see. Slender Man comes out August 24th. Don't think any of us are going to be...
Man, August is empty. They really should have moved Ant-Man to August. Jesus.
Yeah, it is. I mean, then you get into September, and it's not much in the beginning. You have The Nun, which is the horror movie, I think. Not interested in that at all. The Predator, though,
I give it a point.
I'll throw a point at it.
I give it a point. You know, did you see the Super Predator where they just shown today? Like the new, remodeled Predator?
No.
Looks pretty badass.
All right, so let's see. I have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 points out. Jim's got 7, and Tony, you have 5 out. So
Tony's guarding those points for something.
Yeah.
All right.
Then September 21st. There's really nothing. The House with a Clock in its walls. It's a horror film, I guess. Eli Roth.
Nope.
Not feeling that. 28. Nothing. There's really nothing in our line of.
In our line of interest.
Yeah. And in October we got the Venom movie.
I throw it a point. Just because I want to see it. Just because it looks like a train wreck, and I kind of can't stop watching train wrecks. So, like, I'm interested. I'm sure it's going to get slammed, and then my interest will be, I would like to take my point back, but I will give it a point.
I am going to throw a point at it as well.
It's the same interest, right? It's the same curiosity.
Yeah, it's the same interest.
It's the curiosity, right?
Yep.
Like, we all expect it to be a train wreck, but what if it's good?
What if? It's not going to be, but... the 12th, I don't really see anything that looks like anything in our wheelhouse.
No Goosebumps 2?
No.
No. I'm kind of trying to follow along a little bit here. Okay, where are we at?
I mean, the 19th, we have Halloween.
Ooh. That's a big movie. Anybody?
It's basically a direct sequel. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis is returning, and it looks kind of interesting. I just don't know. It's not for me.
Mm-hmm. It's not for me either, so...
If MoviePass is still around, I'll see it with MoviePass. Other than that...
You're not going to throw a point?
No.
And then we also have Mowgli, which is the Andy Serkis one.
Is that Jungle Book?
It's Jungle Book. It's called Mowgli, though.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
No, I don't think... Disney did a great job with the live-action Jungle Book, so I'm like... I don't really want to see it. What's the point? Yeah.
On the 26th, Johnny English Strikes Again. Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Don't think that's in our wheelhouse either.
No, I mean, that's something I'd watch with like my dad or something. He's a big
Mr. Bean
fan. Yeah.
Yep. But then in November.
Here we go. Finally, some movies. Here we go. Movies.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I'll throw a point.
I'll point that one.
All right. Yeah, that's the Freddie Mercury bio, I guess you could call it, right? I don't know. I'm not gonna do it. I can't throw a point.
I can't do it. I can't good conscience do it.
I do. It looks interesting, and they got that guy to play him.
The really ugly guy.
I mean, let's not say ugly, just say unique. He's definitely got a unique look, and it works for this movie.
Sure, that's what we'll use.
And then the 9th, I mean, The Grinch is a family animated film. Looks kind of interesting.
The thing is I won't, because we have The Grinch, and I like Jim Carrey's The Grinch, the live action one. I like that movie, and I like the animated regular, the Grinch.
Yeah.
Like, why do we need a third?
Well, it's the same question you were saying before earlier, though, with the 80s bringing back the stuff. Why do we need those if you have the old ones?
Yeah, I won't throw a point. No point.
Nope. No points. Same here. Also on the 9th is Overlord, and I don't know if you guys seen this stuff.
Didn't that get delayed today?
Today? They just released the trailer for it today.
I thought it got delayed today, though.
No, it could be. Well, it's on here as the 9th right now, so I actually want to throw a point at this because it looks kind of cool.
I'm gonna look it up while we're talking here. Hang on.
It's like zombies again, but
Nazi zombies, right?
Yeah, it's got like this World War II-esque.
It's from J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, I mean, well,
he's the producer.
Production.
Yeah.
Production company.
Do you think it'll be involved with Cloverfield?
No.
No?
It better not be.
I think it is, actually.
It better not be.
I don't want them to...
I think it's part of the Cloverfield.
I'm done with that. I don't need... It's dumb. The next big thing is Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throw a point at it just because it's Harry Potter-esque.
I've still never seen the first Fantastic Beasts movie, so...
Not a Harry Potter fan. You are not a Harry Potter fan.
Excuse me? I've reread those books how many times?
Yeah, did you watch the new movie?
No, because there's nothing to do with Harry Potter.
I did.
That. No.
Are you gonna throw a point at it, Jim?
No. I haven't seen the first one. I'm not hyped to see that movie.
Interesting.
I do like the idea of Dumbledore younger and seeing more action, but I've never seen the first, so...
Okay. Next up, I'm sure Jim's going to throw some points at Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yep. I will give that a 5 spot.
Yeah.
5?
I'm throwing a 5 at it, too.
Nice. And I thought I was going to be higher with just 2.
I'll throw a 5 spot on that one, yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's just let's look at this here, Jim. You have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9
left.
Yeah.
I'm keeping a tally on my own on side here.
8,
so
4, 5, 6, 7. You're at 12, so you have 13 points left. Tony.
Ooh. Oh, Tony. Okay.
I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 13. Creed 2 also comes out, and I actually do want to see that.
I need to see the first Creed. Yeah,
I really like that first movie. It's very good. Corey got me to watch that one, and I very much like.
I'm gonna throw 2 at that.
Can we go back if we have points left over? Like, I don't want to give it a point right now because there's like other movies that I know. No, I'm not giving it a point.
We're in November. We're in November already, dude.
But I do want to see it more than I want to see. Like, the thing is like now I'm at the point where I threw a 2 spot at Winnie the Pooh, and I'm like, I want to see Creed 2 more than Winnie the Pooh. Oh, why did I give it a 2 spot? Oh, I wasted my cash.
Yeah, man. All right. What are you gonna give a point there, Tony?
I gotta keep my point.
Yeah. Wait, what are we talking about?
Creed 2.
I gotta keep my point.
No, because I still need to see the first one still. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on my radar, but
yeah,
I wouldn't say it makes me.
How about Robin Hood? Anybody interested in Robin Hood?
I am interested in it, but I don't want to give it a point. Like, I do want to kind of see it, but I'm not like. It's more like I'm bored this weekend. I'll see that. Exactly what happened with Tomb Raider. It's more like what happened with Tomb Raider, Corey. It's almost like same. Yeah. It has to be the same scenario for me to see that movie.
King Arthur, the new King Arthur that came out, I actually thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
was actually the new one. Yes, the new one. Yeah, I know.
And I think that this kind of is in that same vein. I'm like, oh man, is this gonna be surprisingly good, or is this just gonna be why did they make this? So yeah, I'm also not going to. Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
Nope.
But I mean, we're coming up to the last month, guys. We're in this December here.
December's gonna give us some stuff.
All right. Yeah. I mean, not the first week, though. Unless you guys are interested in Ben is Back. I don't even know.
Oh, my God. All my points. We're done.
So, let's see. How about Mortal Engines? Are you guys interested in that at all?
Nope, don't even know what it's about.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. But we have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
How many points do I have left?
Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're at 12 right now, so you have 13.
Okay. I'll throw it 2 points.
2 points. I'm going to throw 3 at this.
December's so crowded.
I know. Yep.
I'm going to give it a point.
Okay.
I have to get a point. I mean, maybe I might get. I'll give it 2. I'll give it 2.
Okay. Let's see. I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This is why I was trying to save my points, because I'm like, December is crowded.
Ooh, I'm at 17 points, so I only have another 8 points to go. Mary Poppins Returns, Jim.
3 points.
How many throwing?
3.
I'll throw a point at it.
Okay, 3 for Jim, 1 for Tony. Let's see what's interesting. I just have I do not care.
And we're on break. So.
No, I don't know. Mary Poppins, it seems like it could be really cool, like a reboot. I mean, that's one of those things where it's like, oh, I guess it's probably about time.
Yeah,
it's about time for that.
I'm good with this. Yeah, I think I really wanted to look forward to that, and I think as long as we get a certain cameo from somebody in this movie,
we have to.
Please,
Mary Poppins, yo.
So he's got to be in He's that actor, Michael. What's his name? Michael Rooker.
Yeah.
Rooker. Yeah. Rooker. I can't remember. Whatever. The guy from Guardians. The actor's got to be in this movie. He's got to be. So, if he's not in this movie, it loses like an entire point off its score. Like, you know what I mean? Like an entire grade.
Yep.
We've got, let's see. Corey's busy. So we gotta wait for him to get back for the rest of these points here. But there's a lot of movies. There's Mary Queen of Scots.
All right, you guys continued?
No, I said Mary Queen of Scots, which I don't think we're giving any points to.
No.
Aquaman.
That's next. Yep.
Yeah. I'll give it a point.
Ugh.
Fuck that.
I'm gonna give it a point.
That.
My man.
What about Alita Battle Angel, Tony?
That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool.
Let's see. You are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 14, 15. You have 10 left.
6 points.
What? Woo! It's a big one.
I was gonna throw it 2.
Okay.
I've been waiting for
this. Is gonna be like our most hyped movie
ever sin's it was like James Cameron's like, yeah, I'm gonna do Battle Angel Alita. Like that is one of my favorite like anime from the 80s. Like
I never saw the anime, but I know it looked. I saw the trailer and it looked amazing. So
yeah.
It looks creepy, is what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
But no, I get it. I mean, I'm gonna throw it a point.
It is kind of creepy, actually. It is actually kind of creepy.
I've got 3 points left for Bumblebee.
Well,
is that December?
Yeah, it's December, so it's the next thing I was going to talk about.
I don't want to give that 3 points though. Can I increase? Can I increase? The
rest of my points going to Bumblebee.
Can I increase Spider-Man to 1 point? Give that 3 points and give Bumblebee 2.
All right. What are we doing? 3 points for
Give me Spider-Man and then 2 points for Bumblebee. Because I am looking forward to Bumblebee, but not as much as Spider-Man.
All right, so I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19. Oh, man.
You got a lot of points left, don't you?
I know.
You gotta redistribute. Give it all to Venom. Do it.
I'm gonna give Bumblebee 2 points.
Yeah, I think Bumblebee.
Which is weird
because I'm looking. But the trailer was good.
I believe in this trailer. I believe in this project. It just sounds so much more promising. And the Transformers spirit.
Wagon Beetle.
Yeah.
He's an actual. He's Bumblebee for the first time. He's not a Camaro.
Yeah, so here's the movies that we've given. Oh, well, let's just finish the year off here. Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Nope, there's nothing else that is worthy. So, beginning of the year, we have Fallout. Beginning of the second half here, looking forward. We have Fallout, then Teen Titans, Christopher Robin, The Meg, Crazy Rich Asians, Mile 22, Predator, Venom, Bohemian Rhapsody. I can't even say it.
Rhapsody. Thank you.
Overlord, Fantastic Beasts, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Creed 2, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Mary Poppins Returns, Aquaman, Alita Battle Angel, and Bumblebee.
So where's our totals here?
Let me get my quick Excel numbers going.
The Excel numbers?
Man.
This podcast is brought to you by Microsoft.
And the Overwatch League. Apparently. Just doing it live, guys. We're getting the sums, getting those formulas going. Let's see here. I mean, is there anything you want to say about these movies?
I think I'm just doing the rough numbers in my head that it sounds like Ralph is going to be it for the most hyped up one.
Yeah.
And I think there's a reason for that. Is because of how good the last one was.
That first one was so good.
Yeah, surprisingly good.
And the trailers for it have been phenomenal.
It looks great.
Fantastic.
And this is crazy.
Did men try to take credit for what you did?
Yes, I mean the Disney princess scene looks. Yeah, the Disney princess scene looks hilarious. So as somebody who has a little girl living here now, it's like that. She's like when she saw that scene, her like jaw dropped because they're all in the same room together. Yeah. I mean, they're first of all, the Disney princesses have never been in the same movie together. This is the first movie to ever do it. It's not a Disney movie.
Right.
So not a Disney princess movie. So.
Yeah, so I did have a couple points left over that I did not
redistribute then.
I'm not going to redistribute because I already did the formula, because now that kind of skews the numbers a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, Ralph Breaks the Internet comes in at number 1 with 13 overall.
Yep.
And number 2 is Alita Battle Angel with 9.
I mean, Tony threw his weight behind that one. He grabbed that one. It looks really cool.
We have a 3-way tie for third with Spider-Man, Bumblebee, and Fallout. Mission Impossible Fallout.
That's pretty solid. I think that's pretty solid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. A little disappointed. Creed 2 only got 2 points on the hype meter, but
if I watched the first Creed and I like it, I would have thrown points at it because like I've heard nothing but good things. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
But I hear like everything I've ever heard about it is awesome. So
it's good. It's definitely like it's a good remake of Rocky.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
It's like it's basically what Force Awakens did.
It's a remake of Rocky with Rocky in it.
Yep. So, yeah, I mean that's pretty exciting. I like this format a little bit to see how it plays out as we go. Mm-hmm. It'd be interesting to see what you guys out there, you listeners, what you think.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll have to keep going. I'm doing these lists live.
Yes.
But yeah, so just to run it down real quick. In number 1 on the hype meter, Ralph Breaks the Internet at 13 points. Number 2, Alita Battle Angel with 9. And tying for third, Mission Impossible Fallout with 8. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with 8. And Bumblebee with 8.
That sounds good. So, awesome. There's our hyped movies of the second half. So let's see. We'll maybe look back at the end of the year and say like, wow.
Yeah, it's like what was a hit? What was a miss? What was a dark horse?
Yeah. But thanks for tuning in. Write us podcast at allycangeek.net for your what you think your hyped movies would be. Follow us on Twitter as well and like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch us there. Tune into the Gamecast as well. We'll do the same list on there. So to find out what our most hyped video games are for the second half. And thanks for tuning in to the Moviecast. See ya.
Bye.